Hey there, this is Segmentum or DBR Fin X-Ray on YouTube, and I'm going to be playing through a side quest mission in Stalker 2 this evening. I recorded this the night before, and I'm still starting off in the I'm still in the starting village of the game. I haven't gotten very far, and I figured this would be a good time to do a demonstration of the gameplay, explain how the game works, and also go through a mission. It's a mission I've not been through before, so you'll get to see kind of what the raw Stalker 2 experience is like. And I don't think there's any spoilers. You may see a few creatures in the game, a few mutants, but in the starting area, I don't think that represents a majority of the mutants. There's probably quite a few mutant types in the game I haven't seen yet, and also it's not going to do anything to spoil the main mission. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off, we're here in a friendly village. I think it's called, let's look at the map. I'll go ahead and call it my PDA. You have a PDA you carry around, and this is the map. And I'm zooming in. This green arrow is me, and it's called Zalicia. I think that's the, let me zoom out and it'll give me the proper name. Zalicia Bar. Oh, well, that's the location. I believe the city's called Zalicia. Oh, here it is, Zalicia Base. And I'll read this to you if you can't see it. It says, serving as the heart of the lesser zone, Zalicia offers plenty of residential buildings and bunkers that double as shelters against emissions. Yeah, and as a side note, emissions are these radioactive storms that sometimes come through this exclusion zone, and they'll basically kill you, I guess. So unless you're well protected or have proper suit protection, and so you need to basically run to like a fallout shelter whenever one of those comes in. I haven't seen one yet in the game yet. We'll probably run to them later. Okay, continuing this description. It's the prime location for newcomers to purchase weapons and equipment upon entering the zone for the first time. Solissa is the place from which rookies venture deeper into the zone, while seasoned stalkers pass it on their way back home. You see a bunch of icons. Those icons just tell me what my state is with this particular vendor or shop. These are like shops or people or places of interest. You see this is a medic. This is a trader named Warlock. There's another trader named Hamster. These icons here, you see there's a bed and a private box. This is basically like your home base right here that you have that you can use yourself. I guess it just gets assigned to you, and wherever you put in the box will stay there. You can put the extra loot that you're not able to, you don't feel like carrying around, and keep extra weapons and supplies there. There's also someone who's a technician. We'll get into that later. So, um, and from this map, I'm going to zoom out, and this area you see with the icons, this is the starting zone of the game. It's called Lesser Zone. And these other areas that are grayed out and don't have names, these are zones I have not unlocked yet. And so you can see there's quite a few zones in the game here. And so far, I'm already 35 hours into the game alone, and I haven't even left the initial zone left, and that zone yet. And that's just because I'm going around and just trying all the little side quests that come up. The icon here, the orange icon, indicates that it's it's part of the main mission. So that's a main mission item or mission that I have an option to go on whenever I want, and you're not forced to do it. I can also go on, or if I find them other missions that are in blue, anything in blue is a side quest mission that I was able to unlock. And these icons with circles and dots, these are just indicated their locations that you visited, and it gives them a name so you have something to identify it with. And then these icons that have these little stars, or excuse me, these little three triangles, these are called stashes. And what these stashes are is they're basically storages of loot that have been left behind by other stalkers like yourself. In some cases, they're given to you as rewards. And you see there's quite a few I've not been to just yet. And this private box here also acts like a stash, but it's a stash that no one else will bother. So wherever you put in that stash will pretty much stay there. And there's other stashes that are not on the map. I think there's one in a building here. You can't see that. That's a building on top of a hill, and there's a stash box in there. I could store stuff there if I want. Now, I don't know if the stuff would stay there or not. I don't know if it'd be persistent. But anyway, looking at this map, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go on a mission over here, this side mission called the Poppy Field. And it says here the goal of the mission is to discover, or the objective is to discover the location of the root cellar with the Orthodox icon. There's an NPC back in town who I interacted with who said he'd give me a reward if I'm able to locate and bring back this icon. Apparently it's a family heirloom. And it's next to this large poppy field. And so there appears to be a structure over here. I haven't been to this location yet, so I'm going to try to plan out this mission. I don't know if I'm going to live through this mission or not. I don't know how difficult it is. Hopefully in the star zone it's going to be something that my current player can handle. And name of your player is called Skiff, by the way. You see there's also some stashes over here, and these stashes may have been uncovered from other PDAs I found. Sometimes you find other Stalkers PDAs or take the PDAs off of them if you have to go into combat with them. And so these are other stashes that turns out are nearby. So I have a big incentive to go over here and see what's in these stashes, see if there's any loot worthwhile, and also recover this icon and see what else is over there. And also, in this game, because it's kind of open world a little bit, you can also make your own missions. Like the fact you're going for a stash, an abandoned stash, that's a mission in itself. Because while you're on your way over there, you could run into all sorts of wandering enemies, if you will. You could run into bandits, you could run into mutants, and you could try to sneak your way past them, or you may have to just get into combat with them. So, also over here, there's some buildings I've not been to, so I'm gonna have an opportunity to explore these buildings. There may be another stash in here I haven't seen yet. There could also be some trouble there. So I'm hoping what I want to do is take over. I want to be able to take control of these structures here, if there's no monsters there, and then use it as like a temporary base to help me go on this mission here. That's what I'm hoping to do. Now, some of these structures you find, there are monsters that will reappear. I found that out, that some mutants, if you clear them out, they'll come back later. Like this structure here, this is it's called Pole Depot. It's like an abandoned fuel storage facility, and there was a stash up on some pipes over here, or some pipelines. And turns out in this section over here, there apparently were bandits. And after I cleared them out and came back to this town, the bandits re-emerged. They appeared there back again. So some enemies are persistent in parts of the world, and I don't really have a reason to go back here again, because I managed to get the stash. It was kind of tough to get to, but I found a way to do it. Excuse me. And so I'm going to head further west and see if I can complete this mission. That's what I'm going to show you in this recording. And a lot of the mission is going to be me walking around and trying to evade enemies or engage them in some cases. So you may have to skip ahead of the video if it gets too long. I may even break the video into sections depending if I have to take a break or whatever. So, let's go back to the town here. So I'll go to the journal so we can see what it says about the mission. You can see your missions and quests here on the journal section of your PDA. And here's the poppy field. And it says find Mitnier's Orthodox icon. That's the icon that he's that's the guy who gave me the mission. It says discover the location of the root cellar. And then there's another description here, and it says an Orthodox icon for the price of an artifact. Mitnier, a stalker who used to live here before the disaster of '86, I guess that's when this whole exclusion zone was created, wants to get his family heirloom back. He left it in an old root cellar somewhere in the poppy field. That place has a knack for putting folks to sleep, he says, so retrieving the icon won't be easy. Okay, so apparently there's some kind of hazard there that may wind up knocking me out, so I'll have to watch out for that. This picture here you see shows remnants of the poppy field, and we see there's a structure and some equipment left over. We don't know what other danger lies there. I remember now he says that people seem to want to fall asleep, so I'll have to watch out for that. And also you can see there is a dynamic, you see the weather and the sun and the time changes dynamically. Now it's getting to be nighttime, and I probably won't venture out. I may have to hit the bed or go to bed and wait for the sun to come back up. But meanwhile, we'll talk about trading. What I want to do is I want to upgrade my weapons. In fact, let me do that real quick. There's a guy over here who I know will upgrade weapons. And this is a guy named Lenz. He apparently has lost his leg, I guess, in battle. You see his wheelchair right there. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to look at my inventory. We haven't talked about inventory. So this is my inventory screen, and you saw I brought my knapsack up, and your active equipment is here on the left-hand side, and I've got two primary rifles. I have an AKM-74S, and this one I got from an earlier mission. This one has a scope, and then I have a MP5 looking weapon. It's called a Viper 5, and you can see the setting, their attributes. This gun here has a little more like a range. There's five sections on each one of these lines, and the range here is a 2. The rate of fire is almost a 5. Accuracy is really good because of the scope, I guess, and the damage is very low. The damage is only in only one of the lines that's almost filled in, and the penetration is also low, unfortunately. So I guess this is just a decent starter weapon. Perhaps you can upgrade it. And also you see the durability below. Your weapons do degrade, and that'll affect their performance. And right now my durability is 79%. So I may go ahead and I may have to get this weapon upgrade before I go on this mission. Then my other weapon here, the Viper 5, This is like an MP5, I guess, and it has about the same. The accuracy is pretty good. It's got 3 bars filled up. And the range is okay. The penetration is a little better than that AKM 47 I have. It's interesting, and the damage is about the same. So that's kind of interesting. You'd think that this rifle would cause more damage, but I think you have to upgrade it. And then I have some other weapons similar to it. I've got another AKM here without a scope, and I have this weapon so I can switch it out in case I have to fight more in close quarter battles. I have the scope so I can get to enemies at range, and then I carry this extra rifle with me so I can fight more in close quarters. And then I've got this other weapon's broken. This weapon I just need to drop off. If it has a red icon here, it means you can't trade it until you get repaired. And you see the durability of it down below. It's down in the, there's 4 sections for durability. It says it's 26%. So this weapon's not very good, and I forgot I was carrying it with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop it off in my stash. Let me go back here. I've heard that if you leave weapons lying around in the environment, I could drop the weapon here, but if I leave it around, it may cause a degradation in performance. So what I do is I just dump it in a stash. I won't carry it around forever because it takes up weight, so I'll just throw it in my stash. And I have other weapons here that I need to eventually, I'll probably get rid of at some point. I also have another weapon here. This is an AKM 74U, and it's compared to the scope rifle, it does about the same damage and penetration, not much different. So that's like I'm keeping that weapon as a fallback in case I need it later, though it does have better durability. But anyway, let me I also have a shotgun here. I don't think I'm going to take the shotgun with me on the mission. I'm going to leave it here for now. I could take it, but I'm going to travel light because I know I'm going to put everything into my loot here. I'm going to travel a little bit lighter because there'll probably be a lot of loot for me to pick up, and I won't be able to take it back. And so I don't really use the shotgun a whole lot. And so anyway, let me close that back. So I've left the broken gun there, and I'm going to go back to the technician here and have him upgrade my weapons. See, it's nighttime now. See, the lights are on. And so we'll talk to him, and we're going to, now when you hear him, he's going to be speaking in Ukrainian. One thing about this game is that the English voiceovers sound too clean. They sound either like Americans or British, and it doesn't really give you that Slavic apocalypse type, post-apocalypse feeling. So some people suggested that you put the voice in Ukrainian and then just read the subtitles. So let me talk to him. He says, "A decent visitor, finally. Good to see you." And I'm going to skip the dialogue with them. I'm just going to go to upgrade. So I can go to Q. You can skip that if you want. Okay, so I've got various weapons here equipped. I've got my pistol. This is the pistol you start off with in the game. And Viper 5. Looks like I can go ahead and get this upgrade. And there's little dots here. If you click on a dot, this shows you components of the weapon you can upgrade. And this, the first upgrade here will let you reduce the wear and tear on the weapon. This one will let you moving while aiming 15%. I guess that means that increases. I'm not sure what that means. Moving while aiming. I guess that means improves your accuracy. I'm not sure. And you can also change the caliber to 45. Okay, interesting. And increases the damage. That's interesting. And then a rubber layer. This is dampens recoil. So you can make those recoils to the or those updates to the frame. And then there's also one to the barrel. And there's a lot of upgrades here. There's this allows you to attach a scope. I don't really need a scope. And this is a laser designator, which it says increases the aiming speed and the spread decrease. Okay, that's interesting. And there's a counterweight, which, but to do this, there's certain dependencies. If it's in red, it means I can't install that. Apparently, this reduces the spread of your weapon, so I guess it makes it more accurate. There's a tin coating on the barrel's inner surface, increases the bullet velocity. I don't know what that improves. That improves penetration or not. And this also reduces wear and tear. In extra barrel rifling, I have to get the tin coating first. Increases armor piercing. That'd be good against quite a few enemies. And this bullet range 20%. So what's the price? Okay, the price isn't that bad. It's only 700 credits. And I've got a small fortune of 20,000 credits, or almost 20,000 credits in the upper right. So I'm going to start upgrading my weapons here. This will increase my bullet velocity, so I'm going to, let's see if it'll, how do I get this? Do I click on it? Okay, so I just got that. And what this is in red, and it's telling me that Oh, it's incompatible with the tin coating. Okay. Oh, I see. So this is a separate line. I either had to get this one or this one. That's interesting. So, okay, I didn't realize that. So there's different ways you can upgrade your upgrade your weapons. So now that I've gotten this better velocity, it did not. I can't reduce the wear and tear. Oh well, that's a trade-off. And this cost me 800 to have armor piercing. Okay, I'm going to get that. And what does this do? This reduces the spread. It's 1300, pretty expensive. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to go back to the body and see what this does. This reduces wear and tear. And how much is it? Well, apparently I already have this. Okay, I guess I bought this. I'd forgotten I bought this already. And this, moving while aiming, it's 500. I'm not too worried about that right now. Okay, I'm not going to take any more upgrades for this weapon. I'm going to try my other weapons now. So I've got this AKM 74S for, and see, it doesn't have really good penetration or damage. Let's see what we can improve to get better penetration. What's here? Okay, so this says condition too low. Okay, so I can't repair I have to repair the gun first. The repair is 1300, so let me repair the gun. Okay, I just repaired it, and now it's going to let me, see that red text went away. So let's see, I can recoil decrease. Now to get this, I have to get this increases the armor piercing, but I have to get the recoil decrease first. What does this do? This is increases the bullet range. I'm not worried about the range. So I'm going to get this and then get this. I figured I'd spend about 10,000 upgrading my weapons. And what's this? This is spread decrease. Okay, flash suppressor. Oh, okay, interesting. 1300, kind of expensive. Let me check the body here. What we got? This reduces the weight. That's interesting. $300? Oh, okay, that's not bad. I can see the price down below. So yeah, I'll reduce the weight. That's a good upgrade. And what does this do? This flatness reduces power. Okay, I'm not sure what flatness is. Okay, I'm not gonna get that for now then. Okay, so then go upgrade my other weapon. So this one, let's see. This is a weight decrease. I'll get that. And this does flatness, reducing power glass lead, increased muzzle velocity. Okay, I'll get it for this, I guess. And then what about barrel? Okay, this we also have a stock upgrade. Aiming speed. Okay. Oh, it increases my ability to aim. It's only 250. Oh, that's cheap. I'll get it. And this is aiming accuracy. I'm not too worried about that. And this is recoil decrease. Okay, I'm not worried about that. So let me upgrade my barrel. Okay, what does this do? This spread decrease. Okay, not bad. It's a flash suppressor. Rubber coating, recoil decrease. Okay, let's get that, I guess. It's only 350. And then I have a choice to either get better armor piercing or bullet range. I want the armor piercing. So this is 800. Okay, that's good. So I've got that. And now module spread decrease. Firing for, okay, so reduces visible. Okay, I'm not worried about that right now. It's 1300, so I'm not going to get that. Let me check this weapon again. What else I could do here? So I got this upgraded, and this is the same thing, a flash suppressor. I don't need that. And let me see what else I want to spend money on. This is a, it's only 700. Okay, I'll get that. What about the stock? I mean, I'm aiming with this. What does this do? Aiming speed. Yeah, that's cheap. Oh, did I get that already? No. Okay, let me get that. Okay, I got that. Aiming accuracy. Okay. That's cheap. I'll get that. And this is 1300 recoil. Okay, I'm not worried about the recoil. So, okay, so now I've got my weapons, and I've spent about almost 9,000 credits to upgrade weapons. That's probably what I want to do. So maybe this will give me a fighting chance on this mission. And I also have a pistol. And let me see if there's anything I'll upgrade on this. This reduces the weight by half. Okay, that's not a big deal. What does this do? Okay, bullet velocity. My bullet's kind of like a backup. Okay, this gives me, what's the price for this? This is like a weapon of last resort. So, I'm gonna hold off on that. I don't think I need that. So let me check these other weapons. So now on this weapon, I got the penetration improved. Now the penetration improved by about 25%. That's not bad. And penetration factors up on both these weapons. The damage is increased on this weapon a little bit. So, okay, I got a little bit of an increase, not a whole lot. So, it says that, what's the repair cost? Okay, this repair is only 135. I'm going to go ahead and repair it. This is 129 to repair. And this one is 100%. So now my weapons are all in my suit. Apparently I can repair my suit too. All right, yeah, I'll go ahead and repair that. So repair cost 257. That's nothing. Now this is your basic starter suit, and you can upgrade this too. And I don't think I guess I wonder if I can upgrade the physical protection. That may help me out in some of these battles. Okay, what we got here? Silicone. This gives me chemical protection. I'm not worried about that. I want protection from lacerations and gunfire. Okay, this is physical protection. Oh, this is a physical protection's up 30%, and that costs 2,400. That doesn't seem like a good deal. I can see the increase here. It's not that big of a deal. What does this do? This is wear resistant. Oh, I'm not worried about that either. And yeah, that's very expensive for physical protection. I'm just going to do without it. Okay, so we're done with this guy. He tells me good luck out there. And it's still nighttime, so I'm going to head back to base here. And also, I don't know if you can see it, but on the lower left-hand side, there's a little chicken wing icon next to my my HUD icon there. It tells me I need to eat. You have to eat in the game or you start losing energy. So in my inventory here, I have cans of food. Here's some canned food, and I just clicked on it, and when I go back here, it should show me opening the can of food and eating it. And I guess what happens if you don't have any food, you start suffering the effects of hunger. You can't run as fast. You probably can't operate as well. I haven't gotten to that point yet, so. Okay, let me go ahead and head back in here. I guess I'm going to go to sleep. So, well, I'm going to stop the. Well, I'll go ahead and sleep, and I'll stop the video. What I want to do is I'm just going to start a new video for the mission itself. I'll just break these videos into sections. So I'm going to go to bed, and hopefully it'll be daylight by the time I get up, because I'd rather go on the mission in the daylight. Okay, I see it's sunlight out there. Ooh, bright sunlight. Okay, so I'm going to end this video right here, and I'm going to start a new video, so that way I kind of break up the length of these videos for easier digestion. So see you in the next video.